A Journey to Eleanore. From her very first school years, Lena found real life dull and monotonous. It felt too ordinary, too predictable, a gray canvas with no magic or wonder. Instead of embracing the world around her, she began to build a different one, a world of dreams where everything was bright, colorful, and full of joy. She started falling asleep in class, not out of laziness, but because she longed for the escape. As soon as her eyelids grew heavy and her breathing slowed, she would find herself in Eleanore, her favorite imaginary world. There, she ran barefoot across endless meadows under a warm summer sun, feeling the soft grass between her toes and the gentle breeze in her hair. The sky was always clear, the air smelled of wildflowers, and every moment was pure bliss. When she woke up, reality hit her like a cold splash of water. She'd blink, look around at the dull classroom walls, hear the teacher's voice droning on, and feel a deep sadness settle in her chest. Another dream had ended, and she was back in a world that felt too heavy, too unkind. As Lena grew into her teens, her longing for Eleanore only deepened. She began to withdraw from real life more and more. Her grades dropped. She couldn't focus on lessons when her mind was already halfway to the meadows of her dreams. She turned down invitations to hang out with friends, saying she was tired or not in the mood. Even when a boy from her class showed interest in her, she pulled away. Why bother with real relationships when in Eleanore everyone was kind and every day was perfect? Her parents grew worried. They noticed how often she slept, not just at night, but during the day too. She'd fall asleep on the couch, in her room, even at the kitchen table. They took her to doctors, hoping to find some medical explanation, but the verdict was always the same. Lena is physically healthy. The problem, it seemed, wasn't in her body, it was in her mind. By the time Lena turned 25, her life was a shadow of what it could have been. She never finished her studies. She dropped out of university in her first year, unable to keep up with classes when all she wanted was to sleep and return to Eleanore. She tried working a few jobs, but none lasted long. She couldn't wake up early, couldn't stay focused, and often dozed off at her desk. Her real-world prospects faded, while her dream world only grew more vivid and inviting. Lena often wished she could leave reality behind completely, not just visit Eleanore in her sleep, but live there forever. In her imagination, everything was perfect. Endless summer, warm winds, blooming flowers, and people who smiled at her without judgment. In the real world, she felt misunderstood, lonely, and out of place. But in Eleanore, she belonged. One night, as she wandered through the vast, flower-filled meadows of her dream, something unusual happened. In the distance, she saw a figure, a young man standing near a grove of silver trees. As she got closer, her heart skipped a beat. It was Mike. She recognized him instantly. They had been classmates and friends when they were 16. They'd sat together at lunch, shared jokes, and once even skipped class to walk by the river. But then Mike got sick. He spent months in the hospital fighting a long and painful illness. Eventually, he passed away, leaving Lena without a single close friend in the real world. Now, here he was, standing in Eleanore, smiling warmly. He held out his hand. For a moment, Lena hesitated. A memory surfaced, her grandmother's voice, soft but firm. If you ever see someone who has passed in your dreams, don't take their hand. They want to take you with them. They're lonely in the world of the dead, and they try to pull the living in. But as she looked at Mike's kind eyes and gentle smile, all fear melted away. She missed him. She missed friendship. She was so tired of feeling lost in the real world. Slowly, she reached out and took his hand. A warmth spread through her, unlike anything she'd ever felt. they began to dance across the flower-filled field, the grass swaying beneath their feet, the sky glowing with golden light. Birds sang, butterflies fluttered around them, and for the first time in her life, she felt truly, completely happy. Then he leaned in and kissed her. In that moment, everything changed. A deep calm washed over her, a sense of peace, of belonging, of home. She realized with quiet certainty that she would never wake up again. The real world faded, its sounds and worries dissolving like mist in the morning sun. Lena didn't fight. She let go. And in Eleanore, beneath a sky of endless summer, she stayed, finally free, finally happy, finally at peace.